Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the God Roll guide for the Palindrome here since it is available through Grandmaster Nightfalls this week. Now, it's a real competition here guys. It's going to be Exalted Truth because it is the same archetype in the same slot here. But I do think Palindrome does have some quality perk combinations that if you just like the weapon feel and like weapon model of Palindrome, you're not going to be at a huge disadvantage if you use this instead of a Exalted Truth here. So let's look at these main perks here on the right and the left column here. So we've got a couple decent options. Snapshot, always nice. Being able to buff your ADS speed so you can get that first shot off a little bit easier. This always makes the weapon feel a lot better. We've got Desperate Measures. This can help you do a little bit more damage after a kill. Not the craziest perk, but at least it is a damage boosting perk at least. Now what we've really got here is Master of Arms. Now, Master of Arms is very interesting because it does proc with any kill, your primary weapon or your special weapon. And what's really good about this perk is that if you get a kill with any weapon, your time to kill goes from 3 crits to 2 crit 1 body. So you do get that extra layer of forgiveness with Master of Arms. And because you can activate this with any weapon kill, you can like clean up. You can go for a shotgun kill, and if you see another guy, you can switch to your primary weapon. Master of Arms will let you 2 head 1 body. So I think this is actually an interesting option here in this column. If you want to go for more of like a snowballing type of roll, I might look for a Master of Arms roll myself just to see and try for myself. Snapshot's still going to be good as well. And I think another good perk that's going to be good in this is Opening Shot. Opening Shot always nice because you get that increased range and accuracy for that first shot. So always a consistent hand cannon perk. I'd definitely stay away, I think, from Magnificent Howl or PvP because there's not really a perk in this left column here that automatically reloads the weapon without actually reloading the weapon. So you can't really build up stacks with Magnificent Howl very easily. So personally, what I'd recommend here, guys, is either Snapshot, Master of Arms, or Opening Shot. Any of those 3 perks are going to be really strong. Now in this left-hand column here, I think there's really only 2 options. Obviously, Elemental Capacitor are going to be really good. Palindrome already has juiced stats, but let's say you play on an Arc or a Void subclass here. Let's say you play on Void, extra 25 stability just for free. That's insane. Just base, no other perks, 83 stability at base. So this thing is going to be really, really easy to shoot. Or you can go Arc and have max out handling, making the gun feel super snappy and clean. Definitely if you're an Arc for Elemental Capacitor, that's your main play. I don't think Snapshot is probably the best option. I definitely go for either Opening Shot or Master of Arms if you're going to use Arc most of the time with LE Cap. But LE Cap also really good on Void because you do get that crazy stability. If you don't really play any of the if you don't really play Void or Arc, I definitely would stay away from Elemental Capacitor because the other bonuses are not very strong. Now there is this other perk that I think could be really beneficial. We saw with Exalted Truth that aim assist makes a huge difference in terms of the feel of the weapon. Now Palindrome doesn't quite have it as bad as Exalted Truth. It does have 7 more base aim assist than that, but it is still lower than things like Rose. So if you want something that can help mitigate that and buff that aim assist, you can go something like To the Pain, where as you take damage while this weapon is equipped, you will get increasing levels of handling and aim assist all the way up to 20. So this actually will help as well because the weapon handling is not amazing, for one. 50 handling base, not incredible. So let's say you're taking a duel with a hand cannon. As you're taking damage, it'll be easier to land shots if you win that first duel and go for a next duel. And then as well, if you need to quickly switch to your shotgun for a close range engagement, To the Pain will give you that handling bonus, allowing you to stow your hand cannon a little bit faster to swap to your special weapon a little quicker. So I think there is a good amount of value in the To the Pain roll because it will help that ease of use, especially with the aim assist. Now stat wise, you definitely would want Accurized. You probably would want a range masterwork here. Now this barrel, there's actually a couple options. For me personally, I might go for something like small bore or hammer forged rifling just to really bump that range up. Because if you're going to be competing with an Exalted Truth that guys keep away, that's going to be a 90 plus range. So you're definitely going to want a range boosting barrel here. I would definitely stay away from things like, I know fluted barrel is really strong, but again, you can play arc to mitigate that handling, or you have to the pain to buff that handling again. So definitely would stay away from a lot of these handling boosting perks. You could use something like extended barrel to max out that recoil direction. That could be an effective option. It does give you 10 range, but again, it does also lower your handling, which may not be. It's not the worst thing ever because you do have a lot of these handling boosting perks, but it is still a significant downside, lowering your handling by a little bit. Corkscrew, not bad, just 5 stability and 5 range, but I think barrel wise, I definitely would want small bore or hammer forged rifling as my main barrel here. And then for adept mods, I definitely would go for adept range here. 90 range, really, really solid. You're going to be able to have, let me see how many meters that actually is. 36 meters with Palindrome. That's going to be able to compete in some of those like 120 ranges. You will hit drop off a little bit more steeply than those 120 hand cannons, but this will help you fight back against people using pulses and stuff if you have that 90 range roll. So definitely go for something like that. Now, in terms of my god roll here that I'd honestly want the most, I'd probably want Elemental Capacitor for one. I really do love playing Void. And then probably Snapshot, just to make the weapon feel a lot better, because if I'm using Void, obviously the handling is not going to be super great, so Snapshot's going to help a lot. Accurized rounds for more range. I'd probably want Hammer Forge because the stability is already 91. And then, sorry, my game crashed. I put a damper on the video there, but and then I'd want range masterwork with adept range. So you'd have 90 range, 91 stability, 53 handling with snapshot. You always could use something like Ophids as well to buff the handling here. I think this is probably the role I'd most want, but another interesting role I'd want would be something like Ellie Cap and then Master of Arms with max range. This would help deal with multiple players. That 2 head 1 body, it cannot be overstated how much of a difference that makes when you're in those close range gunfights, or not close range gunfights, those gunfights where you're going against better players, because the extra level of forgiveness does make a huge difference. And the fact that you can proc this on any weapon with your special weapon or your primary, I think Master of Arms does have a significant amount of value here. So Master of Arms I think would be a lot of fun to try. And I also am curious to see how To the Pain would feel. I know you do lose a lot of stats when you don't have Ellie Cap, but the stats are already really strong on Pally, and I think that extra aim assist and handling could really be helpful when you're trying to use this Palindrome here. So yeah, that's what I'd want. Now I'm gonna quickly cut and come back, and I'll show you what I recently got. Not a god roll, but I'll show you guys what I got. Alright guys, let's see what the Palindrome can do. And again, I gotta remind everybody, this roll is pretty mid. Handling Masterwork for one, not the greatest. Flared Maggle and Arrowhead break, so this can definitely get a lot better for sure. So we can challenge this guy maybe. Oh, crazy snipe. I decided to put the old shader on it so it looks like exactly how it did when it first dropped. Snapshot does feel really nice on this. As it always does on these weapons, but that's how it be. Let's challenge this guy. Oh, good shotgun from him. Walk around here. Take that. We'll take that. I did forget to mention it too, but it does have, I gave it the wild card origin trait, so you can make like little explosions. These are kind of fun. Not too tapped. Ooh, nice right there. Yeah, I need that one with 90 range, guys. That could be so crazy. Being able to snipe somebody with it. Good SMG shots from him. I feel like they'd be pretty good. 90 range with snapshot. Ooh, looking at that. Looking good for the Palindrome so far. It's a challenge. 1 HP. Oh, can get out. These SMGs are brutal. They're messing me up. Walk up here. Oh, SMG shot. I think I might switch it to the other origin trait, the one that gives health back. But I did want to try the one with the wild card. He's directly below me. There we go. A little close one there. We'll take it. This guy's got shotgun ammo. Let's take our time here with the challenging. Nice little 3-tap. Oh, he has machine gun. I gotta jump back up. That was goofy. I gotta keep stressing that, guys. The role I am using in this gameplay is a 2 out of 5. So definitely nothing special. Not even really close to the god roll, but it does feel just nice. It does just feel nice to shoot. Oh, he got some good damage with the shotgun. Shotgun finishes him off. Perfect. Yeah, this could have so much more range. Even more stability, too. Nice little 3-tap. That stability from the Void Ellie cap definitely helps the flinch resist. Having all that stability. Just right on with a shotgun. Can we get one more fight for our Palindrome here? Just getting a jump. Ooh, little 3-tap. Not so bad for our Palindrome here. Not so bad. I do want to try Master of Arms, but I think that's a good start just to show off the weapon. Alright, guys. So yeah, definitely look into getting a roll with like a lot of range. You can get up to 90 range with all your correct barrels, mags, and masterworks. Elemental capacitor or to the pain is probably what you're going to want in this first column, and then either snapshot, opening shot, or master of arms in the second column. Any combinations of all those perks should be really strong as with max range. So good luck on your Palindrome grinding, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time.